Here we go, onto the Leek Branch. If we go through that lock, we carry on the Caldon Canal. I'm taking a right here, and we're going to go down the Leek Branch, which takes us, oh, guess where? Leek. It's not very long. It's only about 3.5, 4 miles long, is the Leek Branch, and no locks. But there is a tunnel. So let's go. I had just waited for a boat to come underneath the first bridge here and leave the Leek Branch. I was moored up on the opposite side, almost on the lock landing, waiting for that boat to come out. So here we have it, Bridge 1 on the Leek Branch. And lo and behold, look, Bridge 2 follows Bridge 1. Well, at least they got the numbers in the right order. It's a tiny little sort of marina here on the right-hand side. Unfortunately, some of the boats look a little bit sad. A couple are a little bit sunken looking. This is the aqueduct going across the Caldon Canal. Jumping off the boat here quick, while the boat's just going over and tick over, so we can get a quick look over the top. So there we have it, the Caldon Canal. And there's the boat coming over on its own. I better get back on, I guess. I had to mute the sound here, because it's extremely windy, and of course I'm using the GoPro. Rather a nice property here, with a very nice garden leading down to the edge of the canal. Yep, and your own narrowboat moored outside as well. What more could you wish for? Absolute bliss, hey? Would be for me. This is a great view down across the Churnet Valley. Unfortunately, the camera really doesn't give it justice. We're a lot higher up than that actually looks. Here's some more wonderful looking properties leading down to the canal's edge here. House on the right hand side here looks like it's under some quite severe restoration. So shallow.
Very shallow.
I decided not to add any music to this video. The scenery and the bird song in the background at times is just what's so wonderful. I did not want to spoil it with music, but just listen to the dulcet tones of my old Mr. engine, taking the breathtaking scenery and the sound of the birds in the distance. Yes, another great view across the Churnet Valley. So here we go, Leek Tunnel ahead. Looks like I'm not lined up for it, but I am. There you go, you can see straight through. Leek Tunnel was opened in 1800/1801, around that time, and the canal used to run right into the middle of Leek. Unfortunately, back in the late 1950s and early 1960s, it was filled in for the last part to make way for an industrial park to be built. There is talk about trying to restore it and take it back into the town of Leek, but whether that happens or not, who knows. The tunnel is 130 yards long or 120 metres. This section we're going through now, as you can see probably, was repaired before it reopened. So that was Leek Tunnel. It's quite a nice dry one. There's a few damp patches on the wall in places, and just a very odd drip, but besides that, very dry all the way through. Now back out into the bright sunlight. Another gorgeous spring day. Very pleasant day for a nice little stroll into the town or village. I'm not quite sure which it is. I think it's a small town. I'm guessing it's an old market town. Looking at it on the map, you may be wondering why I had to turn round back up there and there's still a canal here, which is navigable. There's a good reason behind that. I have a 60-foot boat, and the winding hole at the end of the canal will only accommodate boats up to 45 feet. So I could have reversed all the way down here, moored up, or I could have come down here forwards all the way and reversed all the way back. Either way, it's not that much further, and I'm quite happy to walk the distance. I'm not even sure if there's particularly any mooring down here anyway. Looking at it, it might not be. Well, here we have the terminus of the canal. I think there must be a little feeder coming in down there. I have noticed that the water level has slightly come up from yesterday when we were very short. And how did we get into the town? There's a river down here. Well, I've been moored up here at the end of the Leek Branch for a couple of days. It's absolutely gorgeous out here today. I did go and do a bit more shopping this morning. It's about 2 o'clock now in the afternoon. It's time for me to make a move. I'm going to go to the start of the Leek Branch just before the locks on the Caldon Canal. That's going down the locks, carrying on up the Caldon Canal, if you know what I mean. So let's make a move. I'll catch you all again soon. This is the winding hole you need to turn round in if your boat's over 45 feet, it says on the sign. But when I walked down to the end of the canal, I reckon you'd be lucky to get a boat round there
35 feet, it's so silted up near the end. So I'd recommend, if you come to the end of the Leek Branch, you wind here definitely and reverse back onto the mooring, or you have to reverse back up later on, whichever you want to do. Leaving the end of the Leek Branch. It's an extremely beautiful countryside here, down near the end of the Leek Branch. Rolling hills everywhere, trees. It's quite amazingly beautiful. I'm now just approaching Leek Tunnel. Take it slowly as I approach. In case I have to stop. There's a boat in the tunnel, I will have to wait for it. I love the way they write signs about the tunnel over there on the towpath. I've got no chance of reading that from the boat. Right, the tunnel is clear. So away we go. This area here is a waiting area to hold up on if there's something in the tunnel, so you can wait before going through. Tunnel wait club. So here we go, back through the Leek Tunnel.
Here we go then, coming back out of the Leek Tunnel. When we come out to the daylight here, we come in to what's like a small lake. It's quite beautiful actually looking across here. You can see it a lot clearer coming from this direction. As we gently meander our way back down the Leek Branch towards the Caldon Canal, I'll just put in a few bits and pieces here and there of interest that I didn't film on the way up.
You can see here, it's quite how much we're cutting to the side of the hill here. It's quite a steep hill here to our right hand side. Although you can't see it on the camera, there's one big drop off to my left. Maybe just about make out the drop off down there. Now we can see down across the valley. We can see here how it's been cut out in the rock face here.
As we pass here, some beautiful rhododendrons on the hillside. To the left here, there's like a big concrete plinth sticking out in the water. You can just sort of see. There is sort of a post there with a yellow marker on top. You don't want to be hitting that with your boat.
Yeah, it's a big concrete something there. You don't want to hit that. There's nothing behind me as far as I know. I haven't seen anything, but
thank you very much.
It's a bit twisty, so you don't know. It could be someone just round the corner behind. Just gotta love it when a bit of Pink Floyd creeps in.
There's some fishing lakes there, look down the bottom of the hill. They always catch my attention. this is the boat I mentioned on the way up, or a couple of boats here, which are a little bit sunk. Sad to see. Well, it's not far now, and I'll be back at exactly the same mooring spot as we started off with. I'll moor up there for a few days before I carry on. It's beautiful sunshine, and I get a couple of jobs done on the boat. Just want to thank everybody for watching, and of course everybody for subscribing, and all my Patreon and PayPal supporters. Your help goes an awful long way to keeping this channel going. I know this video is a little bit out of sequence to where I am now. I lost this SD card and I just recently found it, and I really wanted to bring it to you because I think it's some beautiful footage. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and hit that old bell notification button. That way YouTube will inform you every time I upload a new video. That just leaves me to say, thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.